Hi guys, this is Mark with SummerTreeDesigns.com. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of how the project management board works, Freedcamp. So when I assign you to the project, you'll get an invitation in your email. The invitation email will look something like this. So you'll click the accept invitation, and that'll take you to this page here. Now if you don't already have a Freedcamp account, you will have to sign up. You can use Facebook, Twitter, Google, whatever you like, or you can just do it through your through your email. Or if you already have an account, go down here to log in. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so on this page you can either upload a photo of yourself or you can just leave it as your initials. That's fine, either one's fine. And then you go ahead and select your time zone, Eastern time for me. Click next. Alright, time zone change, yeah, we get it. Alright, so this is your dashboard. Your controls are going to be here and also going to be down on this side here. The dashboards show all the projects that you're currently invited to or a part of. As you can see right here, we have two people. This is Mark, and this is me, Mark Test. So to see what's in the project, we have tasks, we have discussions, we have calendars for deadlines and milestones, and files. We also can add more widgets to it if we need to. But mostly we're going to be working just in the tasks and in the discussions. So let's go click on task. Now currently the project task is going to be pretty empty if it's a new project. You'll see the layout here is in 3 columns: no progress, in progress, or completed. If you do not see these 3 columns, you'll need to go to this little gear icon here and switch to Kanban view. I like this better than the list view. So you go to list. You'll get a list of tasks with different color indicators of what's completed and what's not completed. And I'll show you an example of what that looks like. Let me go back to my dashboard here. Alright, so here's another project. If you go into the tasks, you'll see we have lots of tasks, no progress, in progress, completed. Go to list view. Okay, so here we have the list view. I find this kind of confusing. It's kind of hard for me to keep track of, so I like the Kanban better. This is completed, this is not started yet, or to do, and yellow is in progress. If you prefer that view, go ahead and switch to list, but I'm going to switch back to Kanban here. Okay, now let's take a look at the tasks themselves. If I click on a task, it'll open up into a larger view. And we have the details on the task. Now when you create a task, you give it a title, you assign it to someone, assign to Camille in this case, and you give the details of what needs to be done. You also have the option of notifying anyone else that could be involved in the task. So if there are other people on the project that need to be notified or need to be looped into the conversation on this particular item, you just click the little checkbox next to their name and they'll be included. You can also upload files, upload code. So that's basically the layout of a task. When you comment on a task, one of the best features about Freedcamp is that everyone that's invited to this particular task, or I should say included on the task, gets an email with an update whenever someone makes a comment or an update to it. So if I were to move this task to in progress column or to the completed column, Mark S. and Camille and myself, we would all get emails notifying us, or if I just made a comment on it, everyone would get an email showing that comment. And the best thing is, if you need to reply to the task, or just keep the thread going like it is here, with back and forth comments, you can simply reply to the email. You don't need to log in to Freedcamp to do that. You can just reply to the email directly and it will show up right here within the thread of the task. So that makes it super simple if you're on mobile. You don't need to actually log into Freedcamp to use the project management board at all. So let's go back to our original dashboard here. Alright, and I'll show you how to create a task and comment on a task. So I'll go to tasks here. Let's go back to Kanban view. Alright, click on Add Task. Okay, so I've created the task, I've created a description, given everything I needed. If I need to upload a file, I can browse files or drop a file here. I'm going to assign it to Mark J and not Mark T, and give it a priority of medium. And if it has a due date, I can give it a due date of this weekend, and notify users, notify Mark J, and that's pretty much it. So if you have anything else you want to say, you just put it in here, click save, and it'll be added to your task list here. And everyone who's involved either has the task assigned to them or has the task has been selected as notified on the task will receive an email now. All right, so now if we need to go back in later and comment on the task, you just add comment, add files if you need to. And now once again, everyone on the notifications list will be updated. Okay, so that's task in a nutshell. So you get those emails, you can reply through the emails or you can reply directly on this task board here. So let's go over here to the left-hand side. We have tasks, we have discussions. The discussions area is more for conversations that are not related to a task. So any conversation that is directly related to a task, that's something that needs to be done, an actionable item, I prefer we keep all those conversations on the tasks themselves. Anything that is not necessarily related to a task or just needs to be discussed in general, or we need to get some questions answered or just kind of have a group discussion about something, go ahead and create a new discussion here. If you add a discussion, it looks fairly similar to the tasks. And sticky, that means, do you want it to stay at the top? Is it an important discussion that's going to be ongoing? So you don't want it to get pushed down the list. Is this private, just between you and the other people that you choose? Or is it just for yourself? If you click private, that can be something like my private notes. And if you choose no other users, just yourself, then it's going to be for just you and no one else can read that. If you want it to be just you and me, you just select me, it'll be just you and me and no one else can read that. So we can do it that way. Of course, drag and drop files or browse files. Click add discussion. And we can, of course, continue the thread on the discussion just like this. So let's go back to discussions. And there's the new discussion here. We have a calendar. So you see on the calendar, my test task 1 is already updated there, and it's going to be due on the 30th. It's a nice little handy feature. And files, any files that are uploaded, either if you upload them on a task or on a discussion, those files will also be listed chronologically here. So if you need to just browse the files themselves or the attachments that are on the tasks or on the discussions, you can go to this files area and see everything that's been uploaded. However, there is a limit to the size of the files that can be uploaded, so I recommend if you have larger files that you need to upload or a whole lot of files that you need to upload, instead of actually uploading them, just send a link to Google Drive or send a link to a folder so that we can just get to it that way. That is a little bit easier sometimes. Okay, so that's how it works in a nutshell. Remember, it's very easy to use directly by replying from email. If you have any questions about a particular task, make sure you comment on the task. If you have a new discussion, a new idea, or anything else you want to bring up, create a new discussion. And that's pretty much it. If you go back up here, this will get you back to your dashboard. We have some other task boards and things like that, widgets. But if you go back to your dashboard, you'll see all of the projects in one place. So if you have multiple Synergy Specialist projects, you'll see them all listed right here. Each one will have the group of people that are invited and the task list, discussions, etc. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks a lot.